years Tommy Robinson was ridiculed, demonized, and labeled a far-right extremist for speaking out against the horrifying crimes of grooming gangs and the structural flaws that permitted these atrocities to continue. However, recent revelations regarding institutional cover-ups have validated his efforts. Elon Musk, a billionaire and free speech advocate, publicly backed Tommy Robinson and called for his immediate release. In today's video, we'll be talking about this and going over our headline on why reform may be about to make a huge U-turn on Tommy. However, before we get started, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and join our rapidly expanding community. Just yesterday, explosive new details emerged highlighting the shocking scale of the grooming gangs scandal and the deliberate suppression of vital information, adding a powerful voice to the conversation. Just a quick note to let you know that we do have t-shirts available on our website. Visit British.com or click the link in the description to read about Stuck Farmers and Make Britain Great Again. Following the return from the new year, there has been a significant explosion. Despite being demonized and branded as a far-right extremist, Tommy Robinson has been vocal about the horrifying crimes committed by grooming gangs and the structural flaws that permitted these atrocities for years. Recent revelations support many of his assertions, exposing the institutional cover-ups that shielded offenders and silenced victims. As the most recent revelations regarding the grooming gang crisis reveal a devastating legacy of systemic failures, Tommy Robinson continues to be imprisoned in harsh conditions usually intended for dangerous offenders for his supposed crime of uploading a video. Despite being shunned and demonized, Robinson's tireless attempts to expose these crimes have finally been acknowledged, his work has been vindicated, and the country owes him an apology. Through a series of tweets, Elon Musk has emerged as a supporter of Robinson's struggle for justice. In addition to retweeting his documentary, The Rape of Britain, which describes the horrific experiences of survivors, Musk has amplified Robinson's work. He even pinned a tweet to his profile demanding Robinson's release and asking why the UK still punishes a man for speaking out against injustice. Musk criticized the court system, calling for accountability from those who permitted these crimes to occur while stifling whistleblowers, and he brought attention to the shortcomings of political leadership by challenging politicians such as Prime Minister Keir Starmer for their roles in the systemic cover-ups. Musk's audacious position has rocked the social and political arenas. His participation may mark a sea change in the UK's fight for justice and free speech. This is a longer, more detailed version. Elon Musk's advocacy for Change UK has emerged as a key topic of discussion in contemporary politics due to his vocal support for systemic change and freedom of speech. Although these rumors are unproven, they have sparked a lot of controversy because Musk has reportedly been considering making a sizable donation to the party, a development that may significantly change the political landscape in the UK at the time of recording. Musk's public support of Reform UK has already increased the party's appeal and exposure, especially among people fed up with established political systems, but this renewed focus draws attention to a significant reform issue. Tommy Robinson, a well-known reformer and one of its most identifiable voices, has publicly distanced himself from Robinson on several occasions, adamantly declaring that he wants nothing to do with him. This suggests that the UK is reluctant to engage with Robinson. Richard Tye has also come under fire for his contemptuous behavior at the Unite the London protest in October, which drew hundreds of thousands of people. Tye's remarks that he didn't want anything to do with that lot infuriated Robinson supporters and others who were fighting for related causes. This sentiment has left many feeling disillusioned as bridges between Reform UK and Robinson supporters seem to have been burned for Robinson's back. This disconnect is disheartening. They perceive Reform UK as a party that shares their core values, particularly on issues like justice reform, government accountability and standing up for those marginalised by institutional failures, yet the party's unwillingness to align with Robinson has created a rift, leaving many feeling let down now with Elon Musk's vocal support for Tommy Robinson. The situation takes an intriguing turn. Musk's alignment with Robinson's values and beliefs, particularly his focus on free speech and exposing systemic cover-ups, raises a pivotal question. Could Musk's influence catalyze a reconciliation between Reform UK and Robinson's movement? The potential for such a massive U-turn is tantalizing. If Reform UK were to bridge the gap, it could unite two groups that share overlapping goals, addressing institutional failings, advocating for justice, and challenging political correctness. As the situation develops, it is evident that Musk's involvement has brought a new dynamic to UK politics. His willingness to openly side with Robinson has not only reignited discussions about free speech and justice but also brought attention to the internal tensions within Reform UK. Such an alliance could energize a wider base of supporters, creating a formidable coalition for change, but the challenges are significant. The UK must carefully weigh the risks of alienating moderate supporters who may view Robinson as a divisive figure, at the same time failing to engage with Musk's endorsement, and the growing support for Robinson's cause could mean missing an opportunity to amplify their message and expand their influence. Overcome these differences and create a united movement. Finally, following her launch on a new solo account, Meghan Markle's return to Instagram has been deemed absurd and just another attempt by the sexes to make money, according to a former royal correspondent at The Sun. At the Duchess of Sussex's New Year's Day tweet, Charles Ray voiced confusion, writing, "I honestly don't have a clue what she's doing now. I would have thought we should have had the theme tune from Jaws as she was running down to the water there." Prince Harry filmed the social media video near their Montejo home, and since it was posted on New Year's Day, it has received nearly 4 million likes. In the video, the Duchess can be seen running barefoot towards the waves, pausing to trace 225 in the sand before laughing and jogging away in response to the post. Ray brought attention to what he perceives as hypocrisy in her social media reappearance, stating that Harry and Meghan removed themselves from social media due to unprecedented harassment. Ray mentioned that they had been moaning about social media for the past few years. "I don't quite understand where they're coming from, because Harry spent a lot of time saying nasty and spiteful things about Facebook, which is owned by Meta, which also owns Instagram. What do you think about the topics we covered in today's video? If you haven't already, please leave a like on this video and subscribe to the channel for more British content. Thank you, take care, and goodbye."